Episode 56 PI January 21st, 2024. Sechelt BC Canada Audio, Bangladesh, Canada Wood Burners, UK Webinar and US. In Episode 56 PI 1, Letter, with audio, from Sechelt British Columbia, against wood burning fires. 2, Bangladesh opinion about PM 2.5 air pollution from wood burning. 3. Canada may charge pizza and bagel wood burners for the air pollution the shops create. 4. United Kingdom Clean Air Night supported, along with a webinar comparing the cost of heating your home through burning wood, gas boilers, and heat pumps. The webinar also introduces the inaugural Clean Air Night, a sister event to the long-established Clean Air Day. https://www.globalactionplan.org.uk for webinar. And 5. A United States government newsletter listing environmentally friendly policies enacted and listing the monetary amounts to be disbursed for projects. 1. RAWSEP View. Replacing wood burning with heat pumps that work down to 40 degrees below zero is not mentioned by the author of this letter, but wood burning mentioned in this letter does not seem to be done for home heating, anyway. The writer mentions regulation of wood burning, which is a first step forward. But regulation of wood burning fireplaces and wood stoves is not the ultimate, truly helpful answer. Better wood stoves is not the answer. The answer is to stop burning wood, period. There is no safe level of PM 2.5 according to the World Health Organization. The writer of this article himself states that unnecessary wood burning is done in Sechelt when temperatures are 58.1 degrees Fahrenheit for the foolish pursuit of ambience. Is achieving wood smoke ambience that statistically often results in lung disease a worthwhile pursuit? Canada, British Columbia, Sechelt. Letters, take action on Sechelt's dangerous winter air quality. Coast reporter: wood burning fires emit a high level of particulate pollution. The American Lung Association notes that wood burning causes adverse health effects. Homeowners were offered a grant to replace their existing inefficient fireplaces, and all new installations had to meet new minimum standards. This was done to cut down on chronic air pollution. Wood burning fires emit a high level of particulate pollution. Listen to this article 2 minutes and 17 seconds. Excerpts edited by RAWSEP for brevity and clarity in relationship to Residents Against Wood Smoke Emission Particulates, a 501c3 nonprofit organization. Sechelt, British Columbia, has more air pollution than Vancouver. Something needs to be done about the smog of wood smoke covering much of the community in winter. This air pollution is unnecessary and is endangering health. At least 2 members of my own family struggle to breathe and avoided walking in the neighborhood over the weekend as vacationers and families lit up numerous wood fireplaces for ambience, despite record 11 centigrade, 51.8 degrees Fahrenheit temperatures. Other communities in the province of British Columbia have taken action. Merritt imposed strict regulations on the installation of new fireplaces and wood stoves in 2009. Homeowners were offered a grant to replace their existing inefficient fireplaces, and all new installations had to meet new minimum standards. Wood burning fires emit a high level of particulate pollution. The American Lung Association notes that wood smoke can cause asthma attacks, heart attacks, and premature death. Strong sea breezes and low population density allowed Sechelt to ignore the issue of wood smoke pollution, but it is becoming a serious problem in neighborhoods like Sandy Hook, where residents live on a slope. Often, one house's smokestack is level with another resident's windows or patio. A haze develops over some areas on calm days. We don't allow this kind of pollution from cars, and many in Sechelt drive electric vehicles. In Sechelt, where many homes are valued over $1 million, please require some regulation of fireplaces. For the welfare of my family members, I urge Municipal Council to look into this issue. Sechelt resident. 2. Bangladesh. RAWSEP View. Brick kiln wood burning is a main cause of air pollution in Bangladesh. Wood smoke is 90% PM 2.5, particulate matter of 2.5 micrometer size, the perfect size to infiltrate the human lung, setting off a cascade of human health problems and early deaths. From the article below, due to its small size, PM 2.5 is able to penetrate deep into the human respiratory system and from there to the entire body, causing a wide range of short and long-term health issues. Bangladesh, Dhaka. A key indicator of air pollution is the amount of PM 2.5 in the air. In 4 South Asian countries, Bangladesh, India, Nepal, and Pakistan, have agreed to bring down the annual average PM 2.5 to 35 micrograms per cubic meter by 2030. Since 2018, the annual average concentration of PM2.5 in air in Bangladesh has been between 83 and 104 micrograms per cubic meter. Alerts and closing schools are measures being considered. The World Bank in December 2022 published a report titled Striving for Clean Air, Air Pollution and Public Health in South Asia. It said 30% of the government is thinking of issuing alerts to make people aware of the poor air quality. If needed, circulars will be issued asking educational institutions to close considering the health hazards, curbing air pollution. Government keeps going back on its decisions. The Daily Star excerpts edited by RAWSEP for brevity and clarity in relationship to residents against with smoke emission particulates, a 501c3 nonprofit organization. RAWSEP View. The Bangladesh government is planning to 1. Shut down 5,500 clay brick kilns, which use wood burning, by either 2025 or 2028. So, the number of brick kilns in Bangladesh will go down from the current 7,500 to 2,000 PM2.5 emitting wood-burning brick kilns in Bangladesh by 2025 or 2028. 2. Implement a 100-day program to identify sources of air pollution in Bangladesh. 3. Change the safe limit of PM2.5 to 35 micrograms per cubic meter. In order to increase lifespans of Bangladeshis by a proposed estimated increase of 6.8 years by curbing PM2.5 pollution, and 4. Use the money that is already there in Bangladesh coffers to combat air pollution. From the article, Reducing Air Pollution, the government seems to be backtracking. In 2019, the Environment Ministry planned to phase out clay bricks by 2025. The government may change the target to 2028. For all latest news, follow the Daily Star's Google News channel. A key indicator of air quality is the amount of PM2.5 in the air. According to the Department of Environment, since 2018, the annual average concentration of PM2.5 in air has been between 83 and 104 micrograms per cubic meter. The Minister for Environment, Forests, and Climate Change said, "We took some measures to curb the air pollution, but there was a gap in implementation. The government will soon launch a 100-day program to identify the sources of air pollution and make plans to combat it," he said. According to the Air Quality Life Index 2023, released by the University of Chicago recently, the people of Bangladesh, where average PM2.5 level is 74 micrograms per cubic meter, would gain 6.8 years of life if the level was brought down to 5 micrograms per cubic meter, recommended by the World Health Organization, WHO. Brick kilns and biomass wood burning are among the leading main causes of poor air quality in Bangladesh. We all know the sources of emission, but we don't do anything about it. That's why the situation is worsening day by day. The time has come to take decisive action, said a professor of chemistry at Dhaka University. Between 2017 and 2021, Bangladesh received $2.3 billion to combat air pollution. The country was the third top recipient of international funds to curb air pollution after China and the Philippines, according to the State of Global Air Quality Funding 2023. Funding is not a problem for Bangladesh. Lack of proper action is the issue. The Department of Environment, DOE, Director, Air Quality, said, "The problem is that no one abides by our directives. There are over 7,500 brick kilns, burning wood, and emitting PM2.5 in the country. If the number is brought down to 2,000, the situation will improve," he said. Iowa, Des Moines. Body found near tent with wood-burning heat source that caught fire in Des Moines. The Des Moines Register. After a preliminary investigation, it was found that the man had been living in a tent with a wood-burning heat source. Des Moines Police. Man's body found in tent following fire. WayRiowa.com. Based on witness statements and evidence, police believe the man was living in a tent structure with a wood-burning heat source. Oklahoma, Durant. Firefighters put out chimney fire. The Durant Daily Democrat. They put out the fire, and the investigation determined that a fireplace had been converted from wood burning into a gas log heating system. 3. Canada. Canada is looking into whether restaurants' wood ovens meet emission standards. CTV News. Smoke from wood burning stoves and fireplaces, much like wildfire smoke, contains fine particles that when inhaled can be harmful. Canada. Canada is looking into whether restaurants' wood ovens meet emission standards. CTV News. The federal government says it carried out compliance promotion activities with some restaurants that use wood-fired ovens to determine if they. Canada. Canadian government evaluates wood-fired oven emissions in restaurants being breaking. Interestingly, in cities like Montreal, commercial wood-burning stoves contribute to 3% of the city's air pollutants. Wood smoke? Often. Canada. Trudeau government may begin charging bagel shops and pizzerias for air pollution. True North. Some public health authorities have warned that the fine particulate pollution in wood smoke can become hazardous to the health of people who work in. 3. United Kingdom. A webinar. Investigating the true cost of wood-burning stoves, air quality news, burning wood, gas boilers, and heat pumps. The webinar also introduces the Investigating the True Cost of Wood-Burning Stoves. Play video. A webinar hosted by Global Action Plan in December 2023 that examined the details of recent economic research carried out by Global Action Plan and impact on urban health, comparing the cost of heating your home through burning wood, gas boilers, and heat pumps. The webinar also introduces the inaugural Clean Air Night, a sister event to the long-established Clean Air Day. https://www.globalactionplan.org.uk United Kingdom, St. Albans. Clean Air Night. Support Clean Air Night. St. Albans City and District Council. Wood burning. Lighting fires at home has become the largest source of small particle air pollution in the UK. Campaigners say it causes harm too. Wood burning creates more harmful CO2 emissions compared to other forms of heating. Health. Smoke from wood burning is also a cause of life. United Kingdom. DRAX. Natural Resources Defence Council. NRC. New UK biomass subsidies would be a bridge to nowhere. NRC, but burning biomass has failed in its main goal, reducing emissions. Burning wood means forests absorb and store less carbon, making climate change. United Kingdom. Yorkshire. Wood burning stoves and log burners warning over uncomfortable truths. Yorkshire. Live China. Hong Kong. Hong Kong sees rebound in air pollution. Green Group. RTHK. Many other major pollutants such PM 2.5 also saw double-digit percentage increases, getting close to pre-pandemic. India. Buddy's AQI is very poor for third consecutive day. Tribune India. The presence of particulate matter, PM 2.5, was identified as the prominent pollutant. The lone air quality monitoring station situated at the India, Kolkata. Kolkata was more polluted than Delhi on some days. But where's the noise? The print PM 2.5 count beat Delhi. Poor, unhealthy, hazardous. That's been the levels of PM 2.5 are soaring to dangerous levels. The most toxic pollutant. Thailand. Court orders government to form urgent plan to address PM 2.5. Thai PBS World. The Prime Minister, during most of that period, was General Prayut Chan-o-cha. Northern of Thailand. PM 2.54. United States. AP News. The Pentagon will install rooftop solar panels as Biden pushes clean energy in federal buildings. CNN. Biden administration announces $623 million for new EV chargers across the nation. Bloomberg Law. Energy Department to fund $70 million in climate resilience. Tech. Wall Street Journal. Companies are snapping up new clean energy tax credits. 5. United States. From a Biden administration newsletter. Greetings and Happy New Year. The Biden-Harris administration is off to a fast start in 2024 on our climate, environmental justice, clean energy, and conservation agenda. Here are a few highlights from the last couple weeks. January 17, 2024. Excerpts edited by RAWSEP for brevity and clarity in relationship to residents against wood smoke emission particulates, a 501c3 nonprofit organization. Chair Mallory delivers remarks at the Pentagon to announce $104 million for energy and water conservation projects at 31 federal facilities. The funding announced, from DOE's Assisting Federal Facilities with Energy Conservation Technologies, EFFECT program. The Interior Department announced an updated roadmap for solar energy development to streamline siting and permitting on more public lands across the West, as well as new progress on specific solar and battery storage projects in Arizona, California, and Nevada, building on the 47 clean energy projects that the Biden-Harris administration has already approved on public lands, enough to power more than 3.5 million homes. Also, the Biden-Harris administration announced $623 million in grants to help build out an electric vehicle (EV) charging network across the U.S., which will create American jobs and ensure more drivers can charge their electric vehicles where they live, work, and shop. More information about the administration's investments in electric vehicles is on the Department of Transportation's website. The U.S. Department of Energy, DOE, this week announced $104 million for energy conservation and clean energy projects at 31 federal facilities. The latest step in President Biden's strategy to reestablish the federal government as a sustainability leader. In the first year of operation, the projects are expected to save more than $29 million in energy and water costs, remove the same amount of greenhouse gas emissions from the air as taking 23,042 gasoline-powered vehicles off the roads, and reduce energy usage by the equivalent of 29,662 homes' annual electricity use. Today, the administration announced new actions to cut electric vehicle costs for Americans and continue building out a convenient, reliable, made-in-America EV charging network. Today's announcements include action to lower costs for installing EV chargers, strengthen the foundation for the EV charging industry, increase EV charging reliability and accessibility, advance EV technologies through research and development, open federally funded EV charging stations across the country. Keep reading for more updates from the Biden-Harris administration. If you were forwarded this email or are not on our list yet, please visit our sign-up page. Justice 40 covered programs list of Inflation Reduction Act programs working to advance the President's Justice 40 initiative, which aims to deliver 40% of the overall benefits of certain federal investments to disadvantaged communities that are marginalized by underinvestment and overburdened by pollution. Upcoming meetings/events: American Climate Corps virtual listening sessions, beginning in January. Senior Biden-Harris administration officials will convene a series of virtual listening sessions to hear directly from prospective American Climate Corps applicants and implementing partners, including conservation and Service Corps partners, labor unions, educational institutions, employer partners, and state, local, territorial, and tribal governments about their priorities for the American Climate Corps. Sign up for listening sessions, January 25th at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, February 1st at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Voyage to Justice, Equity, and Climate Justice Forum. Join the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration's NOAA inaugural Voyage to Justice, Equity, and Climate Justice Forum. During this free 2-day in-person event, federal agencies, local government, community stakeholders, advocacy organizations, and others will convene to exchange ideas and approaches through interactive discussions on advancing climate and environmental justice. Register here. Requests for information and public comment. Federal agencies are seeking public input to help inform the development of funding opportunities, grant processes, policy, and program implementation. Below is a list of open requests for information and public comment. Department of Homeland Security, DHS request for information regarding Department of Homeland Security activities and advancing environmental justice. Summary: DHS is seeking public comment and feedback on how environmental justice is considered department-wide, how it can provide opportunities for meaningful engagement in decision-making, and what to include in the next DHS environmental justice strategy. Deadline: 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time, ET, on February 16, 2024. Link: https://www.federalregister.gov/documents////request for information regarding Department of Homeland Security activities and advancing invest.gov. Interactive map showing the historic public and private sector investments President Biden's Investing in America agenda is bringing to states and territories across America. Bipartisan Infrastructure Law and Inflation Reduction Act Technical Assistance Guide. New guide highlighting programs that help communities navigate programs and resources that can help them deliver infrastructure, clean energy, and climate resilience projects. Inflation Reduction Act Guidebook. This guidebook provides an overview of the clean energy, climate mitigation and resilience, agriculture, and conservation-related tax incentives and investment programs in President Biden's Inflation Reduction Act. Direct pay through the Inflation Reduction Act. Find resources on the Inflation Reduction Act's elective pay, often called direct pay provisions, through which tax-exempt and governmental entities can take advantage of tax credits for building clean energy projects. Grants.gov. Learn about current federal grant opportunities. CleanEnergy.gov, a one-stop shop for Inflation Reduction Act policy updates. DOE Interactive Map. Interactive tool showcasing where clean energy investments are occurring across the United States thanks to President Biden's Investing in America Agenda Energy Savings Hub Department of Energy. Access resources made possible by President Biden's Investing in America plan, which will help lower your energy costs, make your home safer and more comfortable, and help the planet. Environmental Justice Scorecard. Find information about what federal agencies are doing to advance environmental justice in communities across America. Department of Housing and Urban Development Funding Navigator. Find hundreds of available IRA, BIL, and other programs across a range of federal agencies in these categories: energy efficiency and renewables, utility-scale energy, resiliency, lead in healthy housing, brownfield and waste management, transportation, broadband, workforce development, and environmental justice. The Fool's Corner, the Wood Burner's Corner, where wood burners give foolish advice that is much less than useless, foolish behavior in addition to creating air pollution from wood burning. Wood burning near a computer. Ireland. The Irish Times. Trying to stay warm by working on the sofa with your laptop? You could be at risk of laptop burn. Independent.ie. With the recent cold weather, many of us have been trying to stay cozy by huddling up against the radiator or sitting in front of the wood burning. This author of this article begins by bowing to the idiocy of sitting in front of a wood burning fire with a computer.